Hey guys, it's Elaine, the Ninja Life Coach, and welcome to my channel today. Today is Wig Talk Tuesday, so sit back, grab yourselves a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. We're going to talk today a little bit about wig companies. I get asked this a lot on this channel. And we're just going to talk about wig companies and, just dealing with them and how it's different reviewing the wig versus reviewing the wig company. When I get contacted by a company to review a wig, unless it's a company that I have heard of, and there are thousands of wig companies in the world. I mean, literally thousands. And unless it's a company that I've heard of, I really don't have any idea what to expect. It could be good, it could be bad. Reviewing the wig itself is different than coming on here and talking about the wig company. My perspective as a wig reviewer is going to be different than a perspective of a buyer. It is. Everybody that sends wigs to a wig reviewer for them to review the wig, they're wanting a good review. They're going to send the wig out in a timely manner. They are most likely going to send us the best of the wig that they have, and they're going to keep in contact with us because they want that good review. So that's a little bit of a different perspective that we have as a wig reviewer if we're getting the wig free from the company. Now, some of the wigs on Amazon that I review, I purchase. So it's a little bit different when I have actually purchased the wig because I'm getting the customer experience from that. Now, the wigs that I have reviewed here from Ellen Villa, I have purchased those wigs. So I know about their customer service. I know how they treat their customers. I know I know the time to expect to get the wig. I can kind of speak to that just a little bit. But when it comes to some of the other companies, I really am coming from a different perspective than what you guys would if you ordered the wig. And I wanted to do a little quick video about this today because I get asked about it a lot. Now, let's talk about wig companies from China for just a second. A lot of the companies that I deal with from China, they sell through Amazon. So you're really getting an Amazon experience, not necessarily a wig company experience. And that's why I do like to purchase my inexpensive wigs on Amazon. Amazon backs up, the product. They back up their vendors and they back up their customers even more importantly. So if you have a problem with a wig you get on Amazon, Amazon will pretty much back that up, or that has been my experience with Amazon. I know some people have told me before they've had problems with Amazon, but that has not been my experience. I have not had a negative experience with Amazon yet. And as an affiliate seller for Amazon, I could have had several opportunities to have had negative experiences with them, and I haven't. I mean, honestly, I haven't. They've been good. I've had to call them about things before. They've been great, and there's not been any problem or anything there with them. So from that perspective, that's always nice for me if I need to send it back, if I don't like it, if it doesn't fit, if it's whatever reason. You don't have to have a real good reason. It just has to be kind of undisturbed in the package, or maybe you can get it out and try it on, just not change the part and do all that kind of stuff. So talking about wigs and, the wig world and the wig community, there's a lot of BuzzFeed that goes on in the wig community. I'm a member of probably 10 or 12 wig groups on Facebook, and you can hear such a variety from ladies that, from one end of the spectrum, from one end, women who wear, $10 wigs to women who wear $2,000 human hair wigs. There's all things in between. My philosophy is there are wigs for every head. It doesn't matter if you have a small budget or if you have a Kardashian budget. There are wigs for you. Now, having said that, sometimes it's a trial and error with both the wig and the wig company to find out which wig is exactly right for you. Now, I'm going to recommend a couple of reviewers for you guys to take a look at. I always love to follow Taz's Wig Closet. I think she's fantastic. I think she's phenomenal. I think she gives a fantastic review, and I think that's pretty much the standard that most wig reviewers would like to achieve. My channel is different than Taz's, but I think for wig reviews, you're going to want to check her out because she has pretty much reviewed just about every wig that there is, and she does it well. Another one that I really love to follow as far as wig reviews is I watch Brunette Wig Place. She is absolutely great. If you like darker wigs, she's really good. And Patty's Pearls is another one that I like. Patty has a wig shop, and I really like that because she is not afraid to handle the wig. She will get in there and she will scrunch up that permatease and tell you to mess it up. And she just has a really good presentation, and she's very, very knowledgeable. I also like to watch Hey Wig Sister with Denise Sheets. I like to watch her channel. And I'm trying to give you guys a good variety of channels to watch. Godiva's Secret is another one. Godiva's Secret has a ton of how-to tutorials on how to style your wigs, how to size your wig caps, how to deal with permatease. I mean, they are really good with that. So those are some of the ones I would recommend you checking out if you want to get more in-depth into your wigs. And those are some good solid reviewers for you to check out. And look, folks, I know there are some reviewers that would never tell you to watch another channel. I'm not like that. I watch other channels because you can only watch so much of me. I'm just not that entertaining, folks. So I think we just need to spread the love around, and let's just all connect together as a community of sisterhood of wig wearing sisters. Because at the end of the day, we are all in this battle against hair loss. We're all in it together. And if you know, I know there's some folks that are in my wig groups that don't like people to talk about the inexpensive wigs. Well, you get what you pay for, and I just call them wig snobs. That's what I call them. But look, you've got to find a wig that's in your budget, because I will never tell anybody to go outside your budget and finance a wig. That will never come out my mouth. What will come out my mouth is put a little bit of money back every week from your weekly budget until you can save enough to buy you a wig. That's what I will say if you don't have the money to buy a wig. It won't be put it on your credit card and pay it off $10 a month. Don't do that. I don't tell people to do that with cosmetics when they buy Mary Kay from me. Now, I have a lot of people that use a credit card, but I never say, well, if you can't afford it, put it on your credit card. No, don't do that. That's not wise. But buy the best you can afford. If you're going to wear the wig every day, you're going to need a decent wig. You are, eventually. But you don't have to start off with one. You can start off with a $20 Amazon wig and work your way up. If you're a new wig wearer, I nearly always tell people to invest in an inexpensive wig that's not going to break the bank. You know, get it as close to your hair as possible. See if you can tolerate the wig on your head. A better wig is going to feel better most of the time than a cheaper wig. It's going to be more lightweight. It's going to be more flexible. It's going to move better. It just is, because it's a better wig and you've paid for those little upgrades on it. Now, having said that, if you like the more high-end wigs, sister, go for it. I don't see anything wrong with it. Spend your money where you want it to be spent. Put your money where you want it to be spent. If you want to spend $200 or $300 on every wig, go for it. Go for it, sister. Go do it. If you want to spend $10 on your wigs, go for it, sister. Go do it. This is a judgment-free zone. When you talk to me about your wigs and you tell me that it's a $10 wig or a $30 Paula Young wig, I'm like, that wig looks great if the wig does look great. Because you can have some good wigs. I've got some wigs that I've gotten off of Amazon that I love just as much as my Ellen Villa wigs. I do. And it's simply because I can create a specific look with that, and I like to change my look up. I don't like to wear the same thing every day. I like to move around with my wigs. And I'm going to put on my purple wig one day here pretty soon, and I'm going to do a video with that purple wig because it's been hanging in the closet for about 3 weeks, and she needs to come out for a spin, and I need to show her to you because she's just as cute as she can be, and I think she was $17 costume wig on Amazon. So that's kind of my topic from Wig Talk Tuesday. I know it's a bit of a ramble today, but I wanted to address that because I get asked about that all the time and about what companies do you recommend. And guys, I normally don't like to just recommend a company unless I've done business with them. And as a customer, I can definitely recommend Ellen Villa. I have ordered from Ellen Villa as a distributor, and I have ordered wigs for customers from Ellen Villa. And I've seen all aspects of how they do business. And you are not going to be able to beat that. They are fantastic. Now, having said that, some of the other companies that I review for, some of the other companies, I have not actually been on a customer side with them. I have with Amazon, and I have some of my Amazon vendors that I have repetitive, situations with. But that is as a reviewer, not as necessarily a customer. Now, some I have been a customer, and some they've sent me the wigs free. And I can speak to the different vendors as far as that, but most everything that I do, I look for it to be, when a vendor sends me something, I look to see, is this fulfilled by Amazon? If it is, I'll review it. If it's not, most of the time, I'm like, you know what? No, I don't think I want to review that. Because I want to have Amazon to back it up in case I can't get to get my money back if I have to pay for the wig. I haven't personally purchased wigs from every company that I review for. It's literally impossible for me to do so. But I can review the wig based on its merits, and that's what I do. I really try to keep the customer service aspect out of it, because I simply don't know how that's going to work for you. And that's why I just look at the wig and say, okay, this is the merits of the wig itself. And I try to keep it like that because, I don't want to get into a situation where I am trashing a company for something that may not be their fault, or maybe they do need to be trashed. And if they do, I will come on here and say, I have done 2 videos on this channel about 2 companies one where I got scammed by a company, and I didn't name that company because, frankly, every time they communicated with me, it was with a different name. So I'm not really even sure who to even get after about that. And the other one was Donna Love Hair, and I will never order from them, and I will never review for them again. So because we had a customer that just had a bad experience. So that's about as good as it gets, folks. And if anything happens and you order a wig from one of these companies, let me know if your customer service isn't good. And I will try to, if you're one of my subscribers, I will try to step in to see if I can help. And I want to make sure everybody understands that, because my experience and your experience are probably going to be quite different. But that 5-star review that everybody wants is very valuable to them, and they will do what it takes pretty much to get that. So that's just kind of how it goes in this business. And it's not necessarily something that I like. It's not necessarily something that I think, oh, this is a great way to do business, because I really don't think that. But until something changes in the wig industry, I don't see that there's going to be any difference. With the wig industry is not heavily regulated. There's not a lot of rules and regulations and covenants and things that are in place to protect the buyer. There isn't. I think there needs to be more industry standards, but the industry itself is not heavily regulated. So just keep that in mind when you're ordering. The standards and things for the wig from the wig company, they pretty much can put in place whatever they want to. So that's just something to keep in mind. So I hope you all have enjoyed this Wig Talk Tuesday. This is just something I just started to do because I thought you guys might kind of enjoy seeing a little bit of what goes on and talking about your wigs. So y'all drop me a comment. Let me know what's been your experience with some of the vendors you've dealt with. You guys have a great day. God bless you all. Maranatha, guys. Love you all.